on the run. You're gon' choose, I'm on the up. The boy and the man, you're all in one. But I used to be the one that caught the bus on the red light. I don't need transit, only crew, no friends. When you see me, that's it. They ain't even like me last year. Now they know my face. China on the page, we be in a place like the.
It might just be featured in a future episode. Another really cool aspect about 2K23's My Career mode is that you'll come across a lot of NBA talent,
including our cover athlete.
Michael Jordan's flair, charisma, control, understanding the game. Nobody can do that. He was so graceful with the basketball, and he would change gears on you and change direction really, really quick. It's just amazing, man. If you see it, in person, it's like, we're like, oh. We start a fast break, somebody's gonna get dunked on, and it's gonna be Michael dunking on somebody. In the 1990 Eastern Conference Finals, I think the Bulls was really getting to figure us out. Joe Dumars used to guard him first because that's the beginning of the game. Then once he got out the game, I had to go guard him. I don't think anybody else could have guarded him. John Sally, Rick Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer, no. Whenever he got the ball, I'm pretty much like nose to nose with him because I didn't want him to do anything to embarrass me. I'm named the Jordan rule. If he goes to the hole, put him on the ground. If you see some of those clips, you'll see that we just hit him every time we go to the basket. And he's always on the ground, like in pain. But he always gets back up. He learned after a while, man, and then he just took control from there. I think people really saw one of the best performances in the NBA when Michael played against us. And we didn't let anyone do that against us. But almost put 50 on us quick. Check his resume out. It's awesome. It's like, wow, this guy is amazing.
The tallest building in the world, the Sears Tower, and the pride of Chicago, where we get ready for playoff basketball. Welcome, everyone, to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm Kevin Harlan with Coach Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg. We have Game 3 between the Pistons and the Bulls. Mike, I hope you can hear me. This Chicago arena is rocking right now.
Well, this city knows how pivotal this game is for the Bulls. It's a must-win situation for Chicago, and they'll need to be at their best to stand a chance.
Oh, and that won't be easy. Michael Jordan and the Bulls, Clark, have so far been stifled by this great Piston D.
Well, the Pistons are known as the bad boys, and for good reason. The defense is suffocating, it's physical, it's disruptive, and it's unrelenting. Chicago has to find some way to get their offense going in this series.
As you always say, they hang their hats on their defensive play.
That's right.
Here now, a look at the starting five for the Pistons. It's Thomas and Dumars in the backcourt. Rodman and Laimbeer, the fearsome frontcourt pair. And in the middle, James Edwards. Looking at the starting five for the Bulls. Jackson runs the point. Grant and Cartwright play in the post at the 4 and 5. And on the wings, it's the dynamic duo of Jordan and Pippen.
And the Pistons defense, so physical. You know you'll get bumped and banged up against them. They are both intimidating and effective.
Now, here's Thomas. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by Grant. A drive by Jordan. Count it. Jordan's got 8.
Relentless. You make contact with Jordan, it doesn't affect him at all.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Jackson against Thomas. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Cartwright. Edwards can't hit. And Clark, with the Pistons and their defense, they've also imposed what they call the Jordan rules. What is that?
Well, I tell you, it's 10 eyes on Jordan at all times, sending doubles, triples, and traps at Jordan whenever he has the ball, Kevin. And they know he's the key to the Bulls' offense, so they're really trying to cut him down with a lot of bodies and a lot of physicality. And so far, through the first 2 games, it's worked.
That's a good explanation. Mike Fratello, Michael Jordan, through the first 2 games has been solid. But we know he is capable of more.
Just 20 points for him last game. I would imagine he does everything in his power to put up bigger numbers than that tonight.
This could be an all-timer. Now here's Jordan. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go. Here's Cartwright. Grant trying to break free. Cartwright gets the bucket.
Such a savvy distributor. Jordan's court awareness and understanding for when his guys are open is impressive.
Outside Dumars. Pass to Edwards. It's Thomas on the wing. Lambeer with a screen on Paxson. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Grant. And Clark, Isaiah Thomas. Just 8 points in game 1, and then he had 10 points in game 2. He wants to get it going tonight. You can just feel it.
Absolutely, and you figure Zeke will have to be better than that. I mean, he's too good of a player to put up numbers like that all series long.
Yeah, I agree. And here is Thomas following the three-pointer. By Michael Jordan. Thomas passes to Rodman. Thomas surveying the D. No good with the triple. Here's Chicago. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
Not just on offense, but on D as well. They've completely set the tone for this game.
Now, here's Rodman. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the pass to Thomas. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And here's Dumars outside. The shot comes out, and it's Chicago the other way. Mike, the Bulls have had some turnover problems in this series, and that is something they're going to have to avoid here.
Without question, 19 turnovers for them last game. You know the Pistons bring the pressure. Bulls have to minimize unforced errors.
Especially at this stage of the season in big games like this. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And there's Edwards on the assist by Lambeer.
We talk so much about the defense of Lambeer. You can forget, for a big, he's a real good passer.
To the inside, Cartwright. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They have set the tone in the paint, getting whatever they want.
Well, not much resistance, and if things don't change, this could turn into a blowout.
Now, here's Thomas. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Nothing doing for Thomas, and it's only getting worse. Chicago leading by 13. The stage is set, and it's one that Isaiah Thomas knows well. And for more on that, here's our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, this is an ongoing story. We have Isaiah Thomas coming back to his native Chicago. He's talked about how he wanted to play with the Bulls and how he used to sneak into this arena. Obviously, he's very happy in Detroit, but he loves this building, and he usually plays well here. Guys?
Thanks, D.A. And, of course, Mike, Isaiah's backcourt partner has shined as well.
Joe Dumars, the MVP of last year's finals, leading them in scoring in the first 2 games at the Palace.
It's about as good a backcourt, I think, as this league has ever seen, wouldn't you say?
A very versatile backcourt.
You know, this Pistons team is so strong and focused on the road, I don't think the crowd in Chicago is going to be any problem at all for them.
And the Pistons with the second best road record in the league. A team full of veterans, they have plenty of composure to spare in this series.
Here's Thomas, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Thomas passes to Lambier. Aguirre with it. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Pippen. Pass to Cartwright. Over Lambier. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Thomas against Pippen. Outside Thomas. Puts it up from 15. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no... Welcome back, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals here in Chicago. Pistons trail by 17.
And early in this series, the Pistons have had a big bench advantage. A lot of points chipped in from the second unit. It's a problem for the Bulls.
On the floor for Detroit, Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Aguirre. Then it's Sally. And it's Lambier. And at the center.
Relentless in his approach. Lambier comes at you every minute he's on the floor.
Hey, Clark, remember in Game 1, the Bulls only managed 12 points from their bench.
But they did get it going in Game 2, Kevin, but so did the Pistons. I think the Pistons have a deeper and more battle-tested bench. Somebody on Chicago's side is going to have to really step up.
Armstrong against Thomas. Passes it to Aguirre. And Johnson now top of the key. The Bulls found success with pressure on defense. And here we go again. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Pippen. 21 points for Michael Jordan. Mike Jordan is coming out of the gate hot, as we can see, shaking off that last 20-point performance.
And this was one of the more predictable things to happen. Jordan is just too competitive and driven to not come out strong after last game.
We knew it was going to happen. It's good. Thomas got 6 points.
Yeah, the jump shot of Thomas, cash money. Boy, it's nice seeing him knock down that mid-range jumper.
Pippen with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
Pass to Sally. Back to Thomas. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
He's got a nice touch around the rim. The defense might be better off fouling him.
Here's Jordan. And it's good for 2. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
Now the pass to Aguirre. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball. Horace Grant, he's checked in for the Bulls. James Edwards checked in for the Pistons. Dumars comes in for Johnson. The Bulls leading by 20. And a look at the 2 stars of these teams. Michael Jordan, coach, has been magnificent early on.
This is exactly how Jordan and the Bulls wanted to start things off. Jordan is locked in. He looks like he's on his way to another incredible performance.
Take a look at this Pistons offense, and they run an awful lot of pick-and-roll action effectively because they're an excellent passing team, and they work really well together.
Thomas, no good.
I'm sure he's upset right now. He had a space, had it all lined up, but just couldn't convert on the mid-range jumper.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Mike, looking at this Pistons offense, the pick and roll, the screen roll game is very deadly with Isaiah Thomas.
And it opens up everything for them as well. The team plays very unselfishly, always looking for a great shot and rarely settle for bad ones.
Very smart team. Grant outside. Fires the 3. Outside for Jordan. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Jordan's got 28. Well, the Bulls have done a much better job, Clark, limiting turnovers in this game.
And it seems like they've made a concentrated effort to be more careful, to squeeze that orange a little bit better. You can see the change compared to last game.
The shot's good.
Excelling in the catch and fire. Dumars is always ready for the pass.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The Bulls are doing a nice job adapting to the rough Detroit defense. They know the contact is coming, absorb it, and go make a play.
Cartwright's checked in for the Bulls. Hodges comes in for Armstrong.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
Sally passes to Edwards. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Pippen. Floats it up for Grant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Looking at the Pistons, you have to appreciate their approach. They play to their strengths and keep a very level head throughout the game.
Thomas kicks to Edwards. Pass to Aguirre. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by the Bulls. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And with the Pistons' approach, Clark, it's almost methodical how they go about things.
Kevin, it's not only methodical, it is maniacal and physical. And that's what being a champion does to you. This team knows they're great. They feel if they play their game, nobody can beat them physically, but more importantly, emotionally and mentally.
So confident. From deep, Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 34.
Wow, the rare deep ball from Jordan. Can't leave him open like that.
Here's Thomas. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And Thomas with a very hot start, Mike Fratello, to start this game.
Well, it looks like his offense is no longer a concern. Great job by him to get involved early on.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Dumars against Hodges. He gets it in there. Dumars got 4 this quarter. We've got 28 seconds left here in the second. From deep, Jordan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And when Jordan is in rhythm now, his pull-up game, deadly. Shoots it with such confidence.
Thomas against Cartwright. Offside Thomas. Passes to Sally. Now, here's Dumars. From the stripe. The shot. No good.
Not a bad look, just didn't fall.
And so it's Chicago, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous. And welcome, everyone, back to Chicago. It's the Bulls and Pistons in an Eastern Conference Finals showdown. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Pistons.
One thing the Bulls need to make sure they do is attack the rim. They settled for way too many outside looks the first few games. You need to test the Pistons inside.
Pippen is out there with Grant. And there's Cartwright. That's John Paxson. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half.
This is why he's a focal point of their offense, because they trust in his ability to shoulder them when needed.
Pippen in particular, Clark, shied away from driving early in this series, it seemed.
Well, Kevin, the Bulls know the Pistons are going to touch them up, be physical with them when they drive the ball. But they need to get over that and go with reckless abandon and strength to the basket. Settling for outside shots is not going to win them this series.
And catching up with both coaches, here's David.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, spoke with Phil Jackson. He said Detroit likes to play on the inexperience of our younger guys, and they come after us. We have to take care of the ball on the open floor. And in Detroit, Chuck Daly is concerned about an emotional burst out of Chicago in what feels like a do-or-die second half for the Bulls. Back to you guys.
Thanks, D.A. Yeah, going down, Mike, 3-zip in this series would effectively end it.
Detroit winning the regular season series 4-1. Many people are questioning whether Chicago can actually handle this team.
And, you know, these teams met 5 times during the regular season. And the Pistons won 4 of those meetings. That has to be a factor in the back of the minds of the Chicago Bulls.
It's Thomas on the wing. Over Jordan. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
From the mid-range, you really want to avoid contested attempts.
And the Bulls, another 3.
And perhaps the coach lit a fire under them at halftime because they have owned this third quarter.
And it's important for them to keep it going. Can't show any signs of slowing down.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
How about Rodman taking flight, showing how dangerous he can be on alley-oops?
If you look back to the prior year, Mike Fratello, the Pistons won all 6 regular season games. And the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bulls.
It's a budding rivalry. The Pistons aren't intimidated by Jordan. It feels like these teams have been in each other's way the last few years.
Which makes for a great rivalry. Lambier passes to Dumars. Good, and it's Lambier with the assist that time. Dumars got 6. And Jordan, Mike, continues to get things to fall. What a show he is putting on tonight.
You can see the fire in Jordan's eyes. He's on a mission to make a statement this game.
Wow. Love how Jordan uses his jumping ability on the offensive boards. I mean, this guy just does not give up.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Even though they came up empty, that's exactly the shot they want.
They'll take that kind of look every time down the floor. Hopefully with a different result next time.
The number of the second half, 3. They are drilling shots.
And that starts with ball movement, putting your shooters in good positions.
He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Jordan finds Pippen. From deep three-point range, and no good. And it's Detroit the other way. Well, Thomas started off hot, but Clark, he's once again having a hard time finishing plays against the Chicago defense.
And, you know, Kevin, it looked as though he had figured things out in that first half, but since then, Zink has definitely cooled off.
And then Rodman with the dunk.
Sees the floor so well. Thomas adds the assist here.
Jordan dishes to Grant. And the Bulls get it back. Kicks it out to Jordan. For 3. Good on the three-point shot. Jordan's got 57 points.
You know, I think they've got to show a little more anticipation dealing with these screens because right now they're just laying on them and getting stuck.
Look, you have to go over the top or duck under. Right now they're seemingly trying to go through the screen.
Chicago making some changes. Who comes in for Bill Cartwright? And Neely subbed in for Horace Grant. And a switcher also for Detroit. Johnson's checked in. Uncovered. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
He's got a strong mid-range shot. So when he finds those openings, he won't hesitate.
Here's Chicago. In the second half now, and Mike, as we can see, Jordan continues to lead the way.
And you can't help but be impressed by the show Jordan is putting on. There is no way for them to slow down or contain his airness.
He's been wonderful.
And regardless of how this series goes, what a successful year it's been for Chicago. 55 wins, the second most in franchise history.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. Jordan with some nice D. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it out for Chicago. Feeds it to Pippen. And the shot goes down. Pippen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
From any spot on the floor, including in tight, Pippen can hurt you.
Thomas kicks to Lambier. Lambier a screen. Pass to Johnson. Outside Thomas. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Here comes the 7-footer. Edwards goes up high and dunks it down with authority.
Jordan looking it over. And the Bulls, another three.
Tell you what, he's going to have a lot more chances to knock down shots if he continues to shoot like that from the three-point line.
Just watch the lanes open wider as the defense creeps toward the perimeter.
Johnson outside. Lambeer with a screen on Paxson. Johnson for three. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
More pressure from the Bulls D has forced some mistakes with Detroit's offense. I like the game plan. Stick with it and take advantage of those extra possessions.
From deep, what a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
That run's punctuated by the big trifecta. They're on fire.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Chicago delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Here we go, the fourth quarter on the way in this crucial Game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals.
And you look at the coaches in this matchup. Obviously, the Pistons have a legend on their bench who has won a title. But the Bulls have shown well under Coach Jackson.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Henderson. Sally is out there with... Aguirre. Then it's Bedford. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. Here's Henderson. And there's the pass to Aguirre. Shoots over Jordan. Aguirre, no good. And Coach Phil Jackson in his first full year with the Bulls.
And you know, Kevin, Jackson has changed the offensive approach for this team. He was an assistant before with the Bulls, so he understands their personnel. Seems like a really good fit so far into his tenure.
Yeah, he was an assistant under Doug Collins.
Yep.
Coach, a tough stretch for this offense.
I'd say they need to get back to what they do best. Right now, that's a question mark.
A big question mark. Outside, Aguirre. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Johnson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Mike Fratello, what a gigantic night for Michael Jordan against these Detroit Pistons.
First game of the series at home. You knew this would be Michael's time to shine. What a memorable performance from an elite player.
Against these bad boys from Detroit. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Johnson. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And they double up Jordan. Here's Hodges, and he makes that one. Hodges has got his first bucket in this one.
And Hodges just knows where to be on offense. Loves getting inside and capitalizing, too.
Armstrong against Henderson. Here's Aguirre. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And the Bulls ahead in this one, Clark. They've minimized mistakes, and they have the lead to show for it.
Exactly. And, you know, sometimes it's really simple. Take care of the ball, get good shots, and usually good things happen.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Aguirre kicks to Henderson. Johnson outside. Fades away. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Chicago with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Armstrong gets the bucket.
Their offense has really stood out. They're piling up the points and torching this defense.
I like how under control they've been on offense. Keeping things simple and running their plays well.
Henderson passes to Aguirre. Back to Henderson. Pass to Johnson. Sally with a screen on Hodges. And Jordan sends it back.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys.
Armstrong kicks to Jordan. Fires the three. Detroit with the rebound. Outside, Aguirre. Back to Henderson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Henderson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice vision by Aguirre, creating an easy scoring opportunity by finding the open man.
And here's Jordan outside, and the three ball is good.
How about the damage they've done from deep? Sniping away with great confidence.
They're certainly taking threes in bunches. Can't blame them given the results they're seeing right now.
Passes it to Johnson. Looking to get it going. Kept alive. Great D that time from Jordan.
And right now, I think he's ready for this quarter to be over.
I don't know if I've ever seen them this cold. Rough quarter indeed.
And they double up Jordan. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
King, the pass to Jordan. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
You got to make sure that you're stationary and set when you're going to set a screen. Any kind of movement typically will draw the whistle.
Yeah, he made things easy for the ref right there. Clear offensive foul on the pick.
And the Bulls making a change here. Neely's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Edwards comes in for Bedford. And it's Rodman in for Aguirre. Henderson kicks to Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Chicago grabs the miss.
He's out there just forcing it. Terrible mindset to have with the way he shot so far.
And here's Jordan outside. Connects from three-point range.
What a way for them to finish the game, closing it out with some terrific play.
We've seen too many games slip away late. They did a great job of putting this one to bed.
Pass to Sally. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Rodman with a screen on Hodges. Here's Johnson. Here's Rodman, and the jam by Dennis Rodman.
Well, we've seen Rodman do that often, going up, getting that board, and getting the putback. Exactly what you want from him inside.
Outside, Jordan. Purdue with a screen on Rodman. And he's going up for the alley-oop and taken away by Johnson. Henderson with it. Like in a game they needed to win so badly. Michael Jordan and the Bulls get the win. What a tremendous effort from Chicago.
The series now moves to 2-1, and the Bulls are very much in it. This team showed a lot of mettle fighting for the looks they got, converted when they needed to.
And for the Pistons, Clark, they'll be feeling the pressure in Game 4 for sure.
As they should. They don't want to let this series get tied up. Nobody wants to deal with the 3-game series against Michael Jordan.
Devin Booker. We caught up with him at his My Career mocap session. Take a look.
I'm on the run. Yo, gon' choose, I'm on the up. The boy and the man, you're all in one. But I used to be the one that caught the bus on the red light. I don't need transit, only crew.
Welcome to My Team, where you create your very own dream team. To get started, you need to choose your starter card. Ja Morant, Jimmy Butler, and Joel Embiid are waiting for you on the triple threat court. Play this 3-on-3 game to 21 and see who you want to lead your My Team.
roll. If I let you take my flick, you better catch my angle. Said he want no vibes, came back like I never left. Said that she came back, now she thought you got my real love. Girl, that was another test. Said you want no vibes, came back like I never left. Only do it if it feel natural, I can't force it. They say where you get that swag from, I bought this. If you ask me, then I'm number one, but that's my opinion. You could go check the stats yourself, just start sounding in it. Tryna compete with me in the same lane. Around, I made my own way, see if they maintain. Feeling like I'm almighty, so fashion, yeah, fashion fanatic, yeah. To money, yeah. The money, yeah. Got so much on me, you would think I be. Yeah. I guess that what happens, yeah. When you really got it, yeah. No, it's gonna be easy to me. I got a bankroll. Doing what I say, so cause they on payroll. I got all purple on my shoes, I look like Saints Row. If I let you take my flick, you better catch my angle. Said he want no vibes, came back like I never left. Said that she came back, now she thought you got my real love. Girl, that was another test. Said he want no vibes, came back like I never left. What you tryna talk about? It ain't about money. I don't hear no notification, not the bank calling. Got the keys, I can pick a door like the water. You can't even floating. What even happened? I'm like a virgin in Paris, yeah. Oh, that's embarrassing. Boy, my son, carriage, yeah. We having fun with it still. I can tell that you overthinking. I could do it with my eyes closed. You can see that I'm barely blinking. Fashion, yeah. Fashion fanatic, yeah. Some money, yeah. The money and yeah. Got so much on me, you would think I be, yeah. I guess that what happens, yeah. When you really got it, yeah. No, it's gonna be easy to me. I got a bankroll. Doing what I say, so cause they on payroll. I got all purple on my shoes, I look like Saints Row. If I let you take my flick, you better catch my angle. Said he want no vibe.
Started riding around and hurt tested, hanging both of my legs out it like what's up. I got stakes and they too high now I can't. I like girls that's down to earth, so don't be stuck up. I don't take L's, I give them out and I chuck them up. First listen, they hearing like what the 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and they let it go while I like TSA just opened my book bag up and my chain hitting like the King's back in his hometown when them wheels hit and I touch down, nigga. I'm back there doing jack dance like and I'm not no fashionista, but I'm fly though. And I know I gave up, but I'm told her I don't, but you can try though. I'm not on top of it yet, but I'm that guy though. I take a look round at my confidence just wide open, big whipping. I notice they treat me like I'm chosen. Eyes open, heart clean and my mind focused. Just keeps going how I wrote it. How the could you doubt us? I mean, back then it made sense, but it's like, now what? Now they down to come round just to be round us. You ain't one of my dogs, why do you hound us? It's very few of you I like, but it's a whole lot of y'all I don't trust. Cause 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram.
It's time to see what you can do in clutch time. Here, you can play a single quarter of 5-on-5 with no substitutions, a 14-second shot clock, and a 4-point line. You also have an agenda to complete. Get 2 assists as a team to earn some quick season XP that'll get you started on your way to level 40.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on a block, ain't no time for no sleep in a yard. We be moving with caution, the block is really hot. The block is hot, the block is 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 hot. They tried to me, want me hot. I won't be hot. I run and hit the...
Go. Timeout. Started. Go.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I you to make you a temperature rise? If you leave me a good, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to never did it. Make I see you love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I feel it, what you're doing, no, yeah, baby, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you low. Now you where they got my fancy. When they do me, I give party. Oh, no, 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 no. You got me. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make I look pity. You won't make us sing me before you go see me.
fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body but can make you for Ghana. Here dance for me, baby pana. Come and give me show. Rockstar.
Ooh, think I might buy me an Ivy League school. Mom couldn't buy me the popular shoes. Now I can get her a proper masseuse. I'm on a whole nother league, money on level with G. Super Saiyan. Full of beans, trying to make peace in Korea. Got me up like a Lisi, freaky like. Oh my God, Rocket Man, like it's Rotterdam. New it, dashboard hologram. Overpriced, like it's big baller brand.
Booker here with 2K.